Shalom, Yashrallah. This your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahawah, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that taught us this truth and our rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Aki, pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump in on this here topic, basically dealing with this here rapper named Juice WRLD, right? One of these new little motherfuckers, right? Juice WRLD, whatever. But nevertheless, not just him, because, there was actually another Akim that had uploaded a video with Lil Bow Wow on there, basically talking about, being empty on the inside and having all these things, and especially Lil Bow Wow, this is a prime example, you know what I'm saying, of being in these type of situations. Now, if you know, Lil Bow Wow has been famous since, like, shit, I don't even know how old he was. He, like, literally, Homeboy was around with, what's his name? Snoop Dogg, like way back in like Death Row times, you know what I'm saying? Like before, I believe Tupac was even with Death Row. Like Homeboy was like a real little kid, and I believe his mom pretty much got him into that, right? But nevertheless, he might be related to Snoop Dogg, but nevertheless, Homeboy has been famous, you know what I'm saying, since he was probably like, I don't know, 7, 8 years old or some shit like that, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, in that video that Lil Bow Wow was talking about, he was saying about how, a lot of y'all be seeing me over the internet the last couple years or whatever, whatnot. And, because I guess they was making fun of him over something like, he took a picture of a magazine or some shit like that. Where it was like a picture of a Mercedes on a runway with his private jet. And he was flying somewhere, like, yeah, flying, private jets or whatever, whatnot. There was a person that was on a plane that wound up catching him, seen his little Instagram or his little tweet or whatever, whatnot, and took a picture of him and pretty much exposed him, and all kind of other stuff, like little fake stuff. Oh, I own this house, and come to find out it's an Airbnb or whatever, whatnot, And ultimately, like, when you look at people like that, it's like you can tell that they starving for something. They starving for attention, They don't feel like they good enough. It's just like, it's just like women, right? I'll just use them for example. You see a woman that's just naturally, she look good, but now she's got to overcompensate for all these things, all this here makeup, all this here extravagant stuff, so on and so forth. You can just tell, like, well, she has a low self-esteem, man. All right. She don't feel like she's as pretty as she really is. You know what I'm saying? She has to keep being reminded of that because she's lacking something like that. She hadn't never really got the attention that she wanted. You know what I'm saying? So in the same way, this is, like what a lot of these celebrities do. A lot of these celebrities, like a lot of these men, they get a lot of these here women or whatever, whatnot, or they get on these drugs to basically escape from the situations they're in. Escapism, right? They're troubled about something. But nevertheless, Lil Bow Wow was going in there talking about, y'all look at my life and think this is all nice and everything like that. And y'all wonder, how can somebody that has everything and all the riches and all this stuff, how can they be unhappy and so on and so forth, And really because, with all these things, man, all right, this is something that goes way deeper into the scriptures, man. We Israelites, first and foremost, man. We was created to damn near be connected to the hip with the Most High and YAHAWASHI, man. All right. So now what happened was with us was, like the scriptures say, your sins have separated you from the Most High. All right. And again, we was created to basically be, in tandem with the Most High and YAHAWASHI, right? So what happened was we wound up, there was a falling away. All right. We were separated from our power. All right. So there is that a void that we're trying to fill. All right. It's just like when people go and do drugs and they chasing the high, right? You're never going to get that high because you're trying to fill this here void with something like, this is the wrong, it's like those kids playing with shapes and stuff like that. Like the X is not going to fit into the little cutout where the circle goes because that's not what it is. No matter how many times you try to keep putting that in there, it's not going to fit because that's not the part that's missing. All right. So with our people, all right, we try to compensate for a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? Because we're lacking something, and what we're lacking is our power. All right, Yahawah, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, basically. But nevertheless, we try to fill this here void with all kind of different things, and so ultimately, and a lot of people don't understand. You have to really be Jake to understand a lot of these different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, why? How come Jake want this and want that? Well, we ain't really had nothing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things seem to be, for instance, Jake, like, damn, why y'all covet shoes like that so much? Like, you got $1 million worth of shoes over here. Like, well, I can understand that coming from somebody who ain't never had a brand new pair of shoes. They used to tape their shoes together all the goddamn time, had to wear the same shit year after year after year. When they finally get something, that's the fuck they want, But ultimately, our people are chasing something because, again, we look at the curses, man. All right, let me get there real quick. Just to sum this all up. So let me read verse 29. Deuteronomy 28 and 29. It says, and thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt only be oppressed and spoiled forevermore. No man shall save thee. All right. So let me jump down a little more. Where it says, right here, verse 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him, and he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. All right. So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. All right. For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So we was created to be on top of all these other people. We was created to be the salt of the earth. We was created to basically bring glory to the Most High. Man, when people look at us, they're like, damn, damn, these people, they do that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be like Mike. You know what I'm saying? This type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So we was created to be at the top. All right. But like we just read in the curses, all right, they was going to be the head and we was going to be the tail. All right. We was going to be groping all damn day. Hey, we're going to be destroyed, man. We're going to be in a pitiful case, man. We was going to basically be destroyed, you know what I'm saying, mentally, physically, and spiritually, man. All right, so if we was created to be a holy people above all the people on the face of the earth, but now we was created to be the head, and now we've become the tail. This is something that's inside of our people that's yearning to accomplish, to be back up on top, you know. So, but what they don't understand is, well, let me just get to the scriptures, you know, because I got quite a bit to get to. You know, this guy, Juice WRLD, I guess, I was watching a video on this the other day. Apparently, he made a video, I don't know how far before this, maybe a week or so. You know, he made a video about this shit, talking about, oh, I'm about to sacrifice my soul unto the Illuminati or whatever, whatnot. You know, I'm about to be rich and whatever, whatnot, and so on and so forth. He doing this to make his mama rich and so on and so forth, you know. And a lot of people on some kind of low levels, you know, they don't think that this shit is real. You know, this shit is definitely real, you know. And, I mean, like, let me put it to you this way. All right, all the shit that they be doing, all right, the blood sacrifice and all that extra shit that they be doing, all of that's in the Bible, man. All right, that's some real shit, man. That's some real shit. And it's all in the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Like when we made the covenant with the Most High, all right, when Moses took the blood and sprinkled it over the children of Israel and so on and so forth, or like with YAHAWASHI and his blood, the blood sacrifice, put the blood over the doorpost, all right, so on and so forth. Yo, this is some real shit, man. All right, so like we was just reading in Deuteronomy 28, all right, that's basically how, you know, when people say nowadays, they say the Illuminati contract, you basically selling your soul to the devil, right? And you're gonna have to serve the devil and do whatever he tell you to do, but he gonna bless you with these things, right? That's the same thing that you read in the book of Deuteronomy 28, the whole damn chapter, really, but it's you basically making a covenant with the Most High, all right? He's saying, look, if you keep my commandments, you're gonna be blessed. That's Deuteronomy 28, verse 1 down to verse 14, all right? But just like when you go out and you go buy a new car or a new house or something like that, they have terms and conditions. You make your payments on time, you get to draw this new car. You miss some payments, we're going to put a little bit of tax on that. You keep missing the payments, we're going to repossess it, right? You're going to be walking. It's basically what a covenant is, like a contract, right? We did that with the Most High, all right? So basically, the children of Israel, all right, like we just read Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6, all right? We are a holy people above all the people on the face of the earth. The Most High chose us to be that special people unto himself, all right? So we basically were sold unto him, all right, to be his people. He's going to be our God, right? And we were supposed to follow out his law, statutes, commandments. Again, just like in the Illuminati, man, they tell you, like, yo, dog, if you tell our secrets, listen to the oath that they have to take, man. You want to tell them their secrets or whatever, whatnot, you're liable to get your tongue cut out or whatever, whatnot, you're going to wind up dying. You know, this is what happens when you see these people that's taking this oath wind up spilling the beans, and this is what happens. You know, they wind up getting killed off for this and exposing certain things, all right, because they broke their covenant or they broke their oath, all right? But nevertheless, you know, like I said, a lot of people don't think that this is real, but this is actually definitely real, you know? But, you know, there's some little light level shit because a lot of people be talking about, oh, they in the Illuminati, this and that. They throwing up the pyramid and so on and so forth. When a lot of the people that they think is in the Illuminati, for lack of a better terms, you know what I'm saying? They really not. They're just like really low level, like puppets. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, the people that work at McDonald's taking your order, they don't really, they really nobodies. You know what I'm saying? It's the people that's on the shareholders board and things like that that's really making the movers and the shakers. Those are the people that's really in the end club, you know? your McDonald's supervisor, your McDonald's general managers, those is really nobodies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they kind of help move the situation along, but it's really the people up in the corporate offices that's making the moves and the shakers and so on and so forth. They're the ones that's telling you what burger gonna come out next, what advertisement, what promotions they're gonna put out, how things are gonna be moving and shaking, man. It's not your general managers at the McDonald's, man. Those are really some nobodies, you know? And that's the same way with a lot of these people that you see throwing up the little Baphomet and so on and so forth. And especially if you hear an artist talking about the Illuminati, they damn sure don't know what the hell they, you know, that's just like you talking to a McDonald's general manager. Okay, you the general manager, but you really ain't shit comparably to the McDonald's structure, man. You're not in that corporate office making no moves. You taking your orders just like the people that you giving orders to. You know what I'm saying? You don't, as a general manager, you don't really have no rule or no authority to be able to change that going on around there, you know? As a general manager at McDonald's, you can't sit there and say, okay, the number one is finna be this now, a spicy chicken sandwich and so on and so forth. We're going to change the prices here. We're going to run this here promotion here. No, you got to take orders from up above, man. All right, and that's, you know, how a lot of these things go. But nevertheless, you know, these people, all right, they use the real Illuminati, all right, the people that's really into this, these record label owners and things like that, the people that own the radio stations like Clear Channel and shit like that. These people are the ones that are the real movers and the real shakers that do all these different things, man. You know, like Michael Jackson, they basically got his ass for exposing their ass. You know, right before he got killed off, you know, he was exposing the dude Tommy Mottola, talking about he's a devil and so on and so forth, and how he tried to buy out. Homeboy actually bought out half of Sony, man. Not Sony Records, but half of Sony. Like, they selling PlayStations, homeboy getting paid off for that. They selling Sony DVD players or whatever, he getting paid off for that too. And a whole lot of other artists in their catalogs, you know. So Michael Jackson, as a so-called black man, all right, had wound up getting too much power and was trying to, you know, go to war with these people, you know, monetarily and things like that, and exposing their ass. And, you know, hey, you went against the oath, man. So they're going to destroy your image and so on and so forth. You know, the same with, you know, a lot of these artists, you know, and a lot of these people, they have to so-called sell out, you know, offer up somebody, a relative or something like that in that blood sacrifice or whatever, whatnot, you know. But nevertheless, not going too far into all that, but definitely all these things are real, you know. And on the lowest level, you know what I'm saying, people talk about selling their souls, and some people think that you can't sell your soul or whatever, whatnot, but talk to these people that do that shit, man. You know, on the lowest level, man, it's like, you know, let's say, for instance, you know, and really selling your soul is just stepping out of your normal morality, you know, the normal things that you would normally do. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you know, a regular person, let's just say a regular person who has regular morals and standards and shit like that, you know, as a man, you know, I'm not going to be doing no non-heterosexual shit, you know, to put it, you know, not get flagged on this video or nothing like that. But, you know, I'm going to just be a straight male. You know, that's what I stand on. Like, I'm not with none of that crooked stuff. I'm a straight male, and I'm just standing on that, you know. But then you come down to the point, it's like, damn, man, I got to get this here money, man. I got to get this money. Well, I'm only willing to work a legitimate job for this, man. All right. But damn, things are getting kind of tight, man. Now, you know, I don't want to be a drug dealer. I would never do nothing like that, you know. Now, all of a sudden, you selling drugs. Now, all of a sudden, you selling crack to your mom and them and your cousins and them, your kids and shit like that, just to get some money, man. You know, now you over here selling your body to other men now. You know what I'm saying? You over here doing all kind of other stuff, like the things that you wouldn't normally do just to get this here money, man. Or like they do for fame and stuff. You see a lot of these people, prime example, the girl Meg Thee Stallion, right? Now, apparently, homegirl is either in college or went to college or something like that. And apparently she's not like this basically high-level prostitute, you know, more or less to say. She's not really one of these type of people or whatever, whatnot. And I believe that she has an actual man and everything like that. But the music that she promotes, you know what I'm saying, is completely contrary to the ways that she is, you know. So she's like, oh, I'm going to do this. I don't care if he getting it, if he ain't spending it, you know what I'm saying? He got to be giving me money, whatever, whatnot. But that's not the type of person she is. But she's promoting these things, you know what I'm saying? She's going against her normal standards and morality to be able to get this here money. She's promoting things that she wouldn't even stand for. But nevertheless, people do that. They sell out basically just to get some money, you know? Or like with this here truth, man. Like, we tell you the 100% truth about these things. The RFID chip is the mark of the beast, man. But then lo and behold, the Rothschilds or these Edomites come up to you like, look, man, we'll pay you off to stop saying that, whatever, whatnot. Even though you know that that's what it is, you believe that, but because you want some money, all right, I'll lie. You know what I'm saying? I'll sit here and take that money and not preach that no more. All right, well, you selling out, man. That's basically what it is, man. All right. But nevertheless, and you know, and where people really start getting to that breaking point is once they get all this here money, whatever, whatnot, and they look themselves in the mirror, look at all the things they had to do to get that, you know, a lot of these rappers and celebrities or whatever, whatnot. That's why you hear all this Me Too movement coming out with celebrities and stuff like that. They all feeling convicted about the things they had to do to get to where they was at. You know, they wasn't complaining about those backroom parties and all the different vile things that they was doing when they was moving up into the entertainment world and getting these big old paychecks and stuff. They wasn't complaining then, you know, but now it's to the point where they looking at themselves in the mirror. They got all the money and all these things, and they can't buy happiness. They got to look at themselves in the face and be like, damn, man, I had to bend over backwards and get plowed just to get this here money, and now I ain't got no real happiness with this, man. All right? But nevertheless, let's get into these here scriptures. All right? This is Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, verse 12. Sirach, verse 2, Sirach, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe be to the faint hearts and the fearful hearts and the faint hands and the sinners that goes two ways. All right? Because you have to understand, like I was explaining beforehand, we have that void that we're missing. All right? Because we've been separated from our power. All right? Now, when you look at this whole big picture, all right, that's really nothing to really panic about right now, because we at the end all be all. We about to get back on now anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we about to be straight. So what makes it way more worse than all of these things is we done went this far. We at the, you know, at the finish line for these things now. There's no need to sell out now, man. All right, so you need to have that patience, you know, and faith as well. You know, you looking at these things. Oh man, I'm gonna be broke. I can't be broke my whole life. I gotta get some. I gotta do something, so on and so forth. But hey, man, you can't just hold out a little bit more. All right. It says, woe to the fearful hearts. All right. Oh man, I can't be broke my whole life or whatever, whatnot. All right, and the faint heart, the faint hands. All right, because look, man, you gotta have faith, man. Just because you don't see, you know, you how you gonna make it from here to there, whatever, whatnot, or yourself in the future. You can't be working this little low-end job your whole life, and which you shouldn't be. You should be thinking better than that anyway. But at the end all be all, once you understand it, there's a certain height that you only gonna be able to reach in this here society, because we in captivity and we under these curses. But like I said, we about to get up out of these curses. The curses are actually being turned on the Esau at this point in time, man. So hey, man, sit back and relax and let the Lord bless you, man, because this is the season where we starting to get the blessings more and more and more. All right, the curses aren't really. We're not getting more and more curses on us right now. You know what I'm saying? We get more and more blessings put on us, you know, especially if we serving the Lord, you know. But nevertheless, it says, woe to the fearful heart and the faint hands and the sinner that go two ways. All right. Again, I'm not really with all of this or whatever, whatnot. Again, I'm only trying to be with, you know, heterosexual relationships. I only want to sleep with women or whatever, whatnot. That's what I'm standing on. That's what I'm going to do. But behind closed doors, for the love of this here money, I guess I'll go lay down with this here, record producer, this man or whatever, whatnot, just to get this here money. So now you're going two ways. It's like, look, you're going to either, like the Lord say, look, I'd rather you be hot or cold instead of being lukewarm. You know what I'm saying? You doing all this here behind closed doors. You'd be better off just goddamn saying that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, you're trying to hide all this and you doing this behind closed doors at the same time, man. Like, yo, man, all this for some money. Look how far you went for some damn money, man. All right? So it says, verse 13, woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. All right? And that's where a lot of our people are at right now, man. A lot of our people right now is like, man, I got to get this here bag, man. I got to get this here money, man. I got to get, you know, I got to come up, man. I can't be sitting here being broke my whole life. I'm tired of being broke, whatever, whatnot, and so on and so forth, man. Like, yo, man, we about to inherit the kingdom of heaven, man. You don't see the Edomites' kingdom that's falling right now, man? All right, they about to start converting everything that they got, even the very soul that's in their body unto us, man. We about to possess we about to possess every damn thing, man. All right, so look, the little small minuscule things that they can give you right now is all temporary anyway, man. Their money's collapsing, so how much, like, what's the point of them giving you money if it's all collapsing, man? You know what I'm saying? It's like me giving out for instance, you know, they got PlayStation 4 right now, right? That's the new shit. You know what I'm saying? It was not really new, but it's like me giving out an old regular PlayStation right now. Like, motherfuckers don't want no PlayStation right now. We want the new shit. Like, they ain't even making no regular PlayStation games no more. Like, you trying to give that shit out, that's just gone, man. We want the new, man. They coming out with the PlayStation 5. Give me first dibs on that shit. Then we might be talking something, man. Don't give me the old shit. This shit is obsolete, man. And that's exactly what's going on right now with this here currency, the status quo of this here place, man. Babylon is falling, man. All these things are falling, and you starting to see everything starting to be revealed, man. So you trying to get into something that's being obsolete. Yeah, you just got you a brand new PlayStation, but what games are you gonna buy? They ain't got no new titles that's coming out on that shit. So there's nothing that you're gonna be playing that's kind of new anyway, man. All right, continuing on. Verse 13 again. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. All right, you don't believe that. Look, the Most High is about to translate this kingdom into your hands. You about to come up. Therefore, he shall not be defended. Yeah, you want to sell out, though hand join in hand. The wicked shall not go unpunished, man. You cleaving unto Esau. You trying to become rich with Esau in these types of ways, man. So go ahead, sell yourself out, man. Reject the Lord. What do you think he's going to do when you try to call on him in these calamities and things like that? You just sold your soul out, started doing all these different things, but now you want to call into the Lord. But the Lord's like, nah, man, you made that bed. You got to lay in it now, man. This is what you wanted, man. You know, it's crazy because, like, really everybody's hearts, the Lord is about to bless everybody with their hearts as well. Let's deal with the Israelites, all right? The Lord is about to bless all the Israelites with their heart's desire, man. All right, the 2/3 and the 1/3. All right, because look, the 1/3 and the 144,000, their desire. Ezekiel 9:4, man. A sign and crying on the highways for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. We tired of this shit, man. We want our heart's desire, man. We want to be living in a place where we can breathe fucking clean air, man. You know what I'm saying? Where we can drink clean water, eat clean food, man. Not have our women be defiled, not have our children be defiled, not be in these defiled bodies, man. That's our heart's desire. And guess what the Lord is about to do for us, man? He's about to bring us into the kingdom of heaven, man. Give us what is that? Matthew chapter 19, man. All right, what are we going to get? We gave up all these things. What are we going to get in return, man? You about to get all this in 100-fold, man. We about to get our heart's desire. All right, now 2/3, they about to get their heart's desire, man. Man, I just want the bag. I want the money. I want to turn up or whatever, whatnot, so on and so forth. Yeah, you really pushing that hard. Esau will give you all this money, man. You want to make a whole lot of money and be all rich in this here society, man? Basically, go sell out, man. Go like the rapper Future, man. All right, go become a rapper and agree to with Esau. That's what you're gonna push and promote. Molly, drugs, and cocaine, and lean. If you go on the internet or in your music videos and you constantly drinking lean and smoking weed and popping pills and snorting cocaine and shit like that, they will definitely give you the money to keep doing that, man. All right, but you can't go out there and promote nothing positive for your people. All right, but they'll give you that. You know what I'm saying? So if you want money, that's your heart's desire. Oh, yeah, they'll give you that. No problem. No problem. But guess what? Hey, you don't believe the Lord's not going to defend you in that day, man. So you're going to wind up catching that their judgment, man. You're going to have to pay that their toll, man. All right? And also, hey, on the flip side, where a lot of these here women is walking around all extra, all extra hot and sexy, wanting this attention from men and so on and so forth, walking around half-assed naked and shit like that, you're going to get your heart's desire too in that day, man. You want to be jumping from rod to rod with all these different men, man. Wait till Jacob's trouble come, man. Wait till all these things come, man. You're going to be wanting to being ravished, man. All right? But nevertheless, hey, like I said, everybody's about to get their heart's desire, man. You just better make sure that your heart is in the right place, man, before you get some shit you can't handle, man. All right? All these women want this attention from men and shit like that. You're not going to be able to handle it in that day when you can't call 911 and these men is just grabbing your ass up and taking your ass, man. You're not going to be able to handle it in that day when your heart's desire is you want to be rich beyond all your means, but now you got to constantly be doing drugs all goddamn day just to cope with yourself because you had to do some vile shit, you know what I'm saying, in order to get that there money, man. All right? So be careful what you ask for, man. All right? Verse 14, woe to you that have lost patience. All right? Again, the Lord's about to translate this kingdom into our hand, man. All right? So, yeah, we broke right now. You know what I'm saying? We living paycheck to paycheck right now, man. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, for instance, right, at my job, man, I work out here with a lot of these rich-ass Edomites, man. You know what I'm saying? So I be seeing these guys, these motherfuckers, like people my age be rolling around in Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know, I know a Jake right now. You know what I'm saying? I got service this person's house. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy's got like $1.5 million worth of cars in his damn driveway, man. Or he got about $400,000 worth of cars in his driveway and about almost $1 million worth of cars in his garage with like 2 different cars, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, man, seeing that all the time, like, damn, man, hey, you might be starting wanting those. Obviously, we in these carnal bodies, man. You're gonna be wanting these types of things, man. But nevertheless, like, you know what? I'm not gonna try to sell out for none of these things because we about to get chariots, bro. We about to get chariots comparably to that, man. That's really nothing, man. All right, we're gonna have our heart's desire, and if we want, we're gonna have all the resources on the earth. So if we really wanted to, we could create our own goddamn cars like that, man. All right, we don't need to be having all this stuff that Esau has. Esau, oh, you want all this here money, whatever. You want paper, man, that has no real value. All right, we about to get all the gold on the, fuck the gold. We about to get all the human beings. We about to possess all these people, man. They can go and plow all the fields for you and dig up all the gold for you, man. You see what I'm saying? You about to have the number one resource, the human resource, man. You about to have slaves. Everybody's about to be a slave, man. All these nations is going to be in captivity up under you, man. All right, so what the hell is money comparably to this, man? You know what I'm saying? Let me grab something that I didn't have in mind. Let me go to, what is that? I think where it's at. Romans 8:18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So look, man, this is that suffering that we in right now, you know, and just speaking on the carnal sense, you know, looking at these materialistic things, man, all these cars that they got or chariots that they got, man, but these chariots break down. You got to put gas in them, maintain them. You know, it's like $25,000 to get an oil change on a Bugatti. You know what I'm saying? That'll make you think twice about getting a goddamn Bugatti. Like, what the hell? But we about to get chariots that you ain't gonna have to refuel or nothing like that, man. You gonna be straight, man. Interdimensional chariots, man. They can vanish and come back, change sizes and everything like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have a chariot, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be having chariots like, oh, man, I can't even, like, man. Motherfucker inside the chariot is like a whole goddamn city and shit like that, man. Imagine that. You looking at Maybachs and shit like that. Because I know for myself, like, I like big luxury cars and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And Maybachs with all the custom interior or whatever, whatnot. I'm like, damn, that's kind of dope that they got that in there. You know, the stars inside the Rolls Royce roof and everything like that. But, bro, when we get these damn chariots, this shit's gonna put all that out the water, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, the money and stuff like that. Oh, man, I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck when these motherfuckers is making billions and billions and billions of dollars. Yo, man, we about to, bro, they don't have, well, they do have slaves right now, but they're not gonna have slaves like how we have them, man. All right? So it says, verse 8, Romans 8:18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Jumping down, because I had touched on this again. Verse 21, Romans 8:21. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of the corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. For we know that the whole creation groaneth in travail and pain together until now. And not only they, being the 2/3, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the spirits, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption to wit the redemption of our body. So look, we all desire really to be about this condition, all right? We desire to be in our first estate, man. All right, we the fallen angels, bro. Like when you read about that, like you can read that in the book of Jude. What is that? 1:6, man. All right, we in these chains of darkness, man. All right, unto the end, until we be released out of these things. We in these carnal ass bodies where we get sick. You know what I'm saying? We get tired. We have all this bullshit, man, in these bodies, man. Not just that, in the conditions that we in, these small little houses, apartments we live, all this stuff, man. All right, we desire to be about this, man. You living in your little apartment and stuff like that, man. Here in the projects and the hood and all that. You desire to be living in these big ass mansions and stuff like that, man. You desire to, you know, you getting in your car and the shit don't ever want to always start or be smoking and be leaking oil and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Your brakes be squealing and all that. You desire to have a real nice car, man. Riding around with no AC in the car, man. You desire to be riding around like, yo, man. Be a burden to get inside your damn car because it's hot as hell and the car be smoking, overheating, all kind of crazy stuff. You desire to be having a damn chariot where you don't have to be dealing with none of those things, man. A nice chariot, man. A comfortable chariot, man. All right, but guess what? Like I said, the Lord's about to give us our heart's desire, man. All right, what are you that's lost your patience, man? 2/3 is selling out for all these temporary gifts right now, man. But the elect, this the patience and the faith of the saints, man. We patiently waiting, all right, because we have faith that the Most High is about to deliver unto us the promises that He gave us, man. All right, that's the difference between us and them, man. But we both, like, let me read this again. Romans 8 and 22. For we know that the whole creation, all of Israel, all right, groaneth in travail and pain together until now. So we all hate the condition that we in. All right, and you can look at it this way, man. We all have escape. We all using escapism right now. The 2/3, they go out to the bars and the clubs and do drugs and stuff like that to escape the hell and the poverty that they in now. These conditions, these curses, man. All right, so they go every weekend. This is why the clubs and the bars be packed, man. This is why drug dealers will never run out of business, man, because alcohol will never run out of business because, hey, man, this is escapism, man. But what, the men of the Lord, what are we escaping to? The scriptures, like the scriptures say, comfort yourself, comfort one another with these here scriptures, man. All right, if you heavily labor, burden, come and labor with us, man. Hey, the Lord, you know, this burden is light, man. All right. So let me go from there to, let me get out of this real quick. This is going to be kind of a little lengthy one because I got a lot of precepts to go into this. But this is Luke 21 and 19. All right. It says, in your patience possess ye your souls. All right. So look, like I just said, man, this is the patience and the faith of the saints, man. All right. Because why? It says, in your patience possess ye your souls. All right. Because you have to patiently wait on the Lord, man. The Lord say, hey, look, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, man. So for instance, right, you done found out that you're an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? You found out who the Edomites are. You found out what the damn Edomites done unto you. and you found out that it's a righteous thing to recompense those that trouble you, all right? And then basically they about to, Isaiah 14:21, prepare slaughter for their children so they do not rise again. So it's in the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? In Ezekiel 25, I'm going to execute judgment on basically Esau, on the Edomites, by the hands of my people Israel. All right? Jeremiah 51:20, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. It's written in the scriptures what we're going to do today, ass, but wait. The scriptures say, wait ye upon me until I rise up into the prey, man. You have to wait. You have to, this ain't your, look, we still in captivity. We still under these curses, man. All right? The scriptures do say the saints shall take the kingdom. The saints going to possess the kingdom. But you have to wait until YAHAWASHI return, man, because he going to get the first lick in, man. You got to wait unto him, man. So you have to be patient, man. Yeah, the Lord then promised you all these riches and so on and so forth. Yeah, you the gods of the earth, man. Yeah, man, you about to be reigning and ruling, man. You was created to be the cream of the crop, man. Creme de la creme, man. You supposed to be the top of the top, the higher echelons, man. These people are supposed to be bowing down and worshiping you right now, man. But guess what? We have to wait, man. We have to wait until YAHAWASHI crown us and give us that glory, man. He got to get his glory first. He got to be glorified on the sight of these heathen first before we are. So you don't want to be sitting here trying to take Esau's token right now to be able to glorify yourself on this side so people will look at you. Oh, look at this Jake, man. He all, oh, damn, look at look at Jay-Z, man. He a billionaire, man. He like a god unto the people, man. He got Beyonce as a wife, man. You know what I'm saying? He got $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? He got Beyonce as his wife. He got these companies, man. He the man right now, or whatever. I want to be like that, man. Hey, man, that's going to be a motherfucking scrub in the kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the type of shit he got, again, go back to Solomon, man. You know what I'm saying? When, was the king of, the queen of, what was it? Queen of Sheba? Where was she from? Nevertheless, when the queen came over to, Solomon, right? She wound up seeing the damn doorman and thought that the doorman was the king, man. The way he was decked out. Imagine that, man. You roll up to the damn the casino or some shit, and they got valet parking and stuff like that. You roll up to the casino, and the valet parker dude out there, you think the owner of the casino then came down and trying to park your car, bro. Like, damn, bro, why the owner out here trying to valet park my car? Like, look how decked out he is, man. So if the valet dude, you think that he the owner, how much more did the bartenders, man? Because the bartenders up above the valet driver. You know, how much more the supervisors and the managers, man? How much more the general manager? How much more the owner of the building, man? You see what I'm saying? So look, man, you think about the Jay-Z, the position that he's in now, man. That's like, yo, bro, that's like that. That's not even the valet dude. That's the dude that's going to go fetch the cars for the valet guy, man. You see what I'm saying? That's like the janitor, the dude that's cleaning the toilets and stuff like that, man. We about to come up like super up, man. All right. So I'm gonna read this again. Luke 21:19. And your patience possess you your souls, man. All right. So now the Most High is opening up this here wisdom, knowledge, and understanding into us. And really, now that we have found out about this, it kind of does, like the scriptures say, you gain much knowledge, then also you're going to gain a lot of sorrow. All right. Because like, for me and myself, before I learned about this here truth, man, I thought I was good. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I was doing pretty well in this society. I mean, I was doing pretty damn good in this society, especially in my perspective. You know what I'm saying? I thought that I was straight or whatever, whatnot. But lo and behold, coming into the scriptures and seeing like, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? And my eyes being opened up to how these Edomites really be rolling and stuff like that. Like, yo, we really not getting it like how they getting it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we think shit like $20 an hour is a good paycheck, man. These motherfuckers making like $60 an hour, and that's a low paying Edomite, They be looking at him like he ain't really getting paid much. He making $60 an hour, you getting paid $20 an hour at the same job. But you think, oh hell yeah, I get paid good money. I got a good paying job. Lo and behold, these Edomites said ain't. I was literally in this position, man, working right next to somebody who was lost every damn day, like it was the first day in the building. Homeboy making $60 an hour, don't do no work. He don't even know how to operate nothing, man. He was like, well, I think he's got a little mental problem. He's losing his mind. You know what I'm saying? So, we just have him walking around sweeping. Making $60 an hour sweeping? You know what I'm saying? He just playing like he dumb. If that was us, they'd be like, yo, bro, you got to leave. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, hey, man, we thought that we was living. All right, but what? Scripture say, in your patience possess you your souls, man. So you may be seeing things like that, like, man, I'm an Israelite, man. These are fucking heathens, man. They dumb as hell anyway, man. I do better work than them. I'm bringing them more money. I should be making more money than them. Let me try to do this and do that and come up or whatever, whatnot, man. Because that will start vexing you a little bit carnally in the flesh, man. But ultimately, you got to be looking in the spirit, man. Like, yeah, man, this is the end of their kingdom, man. Rejoice and be glad, all you daughters of Edom, all right? Because, look, it's the end all be all for him, man. Let him have his last little minutes, man. Like you and your little brother playing the game or whatever, whatnot. Your parents tell y'all to share. He get to play for 15 minutes. You get to play for 15 minutes, man. So now he, in his last little 2-3 minutes or whatever, whatnot, you know what I'm saying? whatever he want to do on the game, whether he want to invite somebody else into the little game lobby with him, he want to put the game on pause and not do nothing with the game, or if he want to switch video games, like, all right, he got 2 minutes left, he decided to take that game out and put a different game in. You as the brother, the sibling that's about to play up next, you can't really say nothing to him. Man, why you switching games, man? You about to get off the game in 2 minutes anyway. Fuck that. Let him get his little 2 minutes and he can switch games 1,000,000 times. If he can get the game switched out 1,000,000 times in 2 minutes, let him do all that, man. He ain't gonna really get time to play all them games, but you just know in 2 minutes you're gonna be playing, so you can do whatever you want to do, man. All right, so let me read it again. Luke 21:19. And your patience possess ye your souls, man. All right. Let me see. I'll grab that as well too, because you don't want to wake up to that everlasting shame, man. Especially now, man. We as the men of the Lord, we can measure the time diligently, but like the scriptures say, man, hey, no man knoweth the day or the hour. So we technically don't know how much longer we gonna be here, but measuring the time diligently, we know we ain't gonna be here that much more longer, right? But nevertheless, how fucked up would that how fucked up would that be? You be sold your soul to the devil to start doing all this bending over backwards, going on the casting couch and things like that. The casting couch is real. For all that, you got to go on the casting couch. But nevertheless, you go do the casting couch and be humiliated and all kind of just vile things or whatnot being done unto you. You get these riches, they give you $1 billion, but then 2 months later, the economy collapsed. All of a sudden now in martial law, whatnot, now you trying to cry out to the Lord. You only had 2 months of balling on top, man. You only had it for a short amount of time, man. You didn't even really get to enjoy all of that, man. All right. So it says, Luke 21:19, it says, "In your patience possess you your souls," man. So you just gotta wait, man. Be patient, all right? Now, let me read this. This is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand," all right, which is talking about the mark of the beast, all right, because if you take this here chip, this is going to be the judgment for you. But ultimately, it's the same thing, man. You selling out unto Esau to do all these things, man. That's your God now, man. You serving him. You'll do whatever it takes to serve your new God, man. You'll bend over backwards. You'll do the things you wouldn't normally do to get what you want to get by serving your new God, man. All right, so if you want to doing these things, all right, or even take the mark of the beast, you're going to get the same judgment, man. So verse 10, it says, or verse 9, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand," all right, "the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels in the presence of the Lamb." All right, so when this here place get turned into the lake of fire via thermonuclear missiles, all right, your ass gonna get burnt up right here with it, man. All right, all Jay-Z and all that, they money ain't gonna be able to save them, man. You see what I'm saying? And really, the pride of their heart is really got them fucked up, because why? Jay-Z, I'm pretty damn sure Jay-Z know that he an Israelite, man. I'm pretty damn sure there's a lot of these celebrities that came by the camp, man, throughout all the years. A lot of these celebrities walked up to the camp, man. Some of them then paid tithes, like I believe Cat Williams dropped by and paid some tithes. Waka Flocka stayed out there for, a while and got fed. There's a lot of these rappers going back. Tupac even spoke about the Israelites, man. Not spoke about it. Well, he didn't call them out as the Israelites, but he know about the whole situation. He gave you the whole rundown. He gave you all the breakdown of the whole situation about who you are and everything like that, man. All right. They even have a video of him where he's talking about something, and then right behind him, you got the Israelites, man. All right. These world leaders, these politicians, they all know about these things, man. But nevertheless, people like Jay-Z is not going to come out there and be like, you know what, especially with all his power that he has in this industry or whatever, whatnot, his own label. And really, he's, partnered with some people, but really, he's almost damn near his own boss, man. So why don't you just come out like, yo, y'all are Israelites? Because he's also pushing the so-called black excellence stuff about black own this, black own that. Well, why don't you really feed our people and tell them who they really are, man? You know what I'm saying? And really wake our people up like that. Because why? The pride of him having that money and him losing all that, man. He don't want to be looked at like that. So what do you think he's going to do? He's going to just keep that to himself, man. All right. It says, verse 10, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever, and they had no rest day or night who worship the beast and his image of worship, and whosoever have received the mark of his name." All right, so this is the judgment for those that take the mark of the beast, and also those that's following after The scripture say, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. You want to keep cleaving into this here system, you're gonna go right down with it. Especially if you sell out to this system to keep to keep the system going, man. Because this is what these celebrities that sell out do. They help promote keeping Jake asleep and keeping this here wicked ass kingdom rolling in wickedness, man. That's why all these rappers, they sell out to promote selling drugs or whatever, whatnot, which is only hurting Jake because you got an opioid crisis, but you know what I'm saying, you don't have a bunch of these Edomites out here drinking lean and shit like that, man, because they hear it on the rap song, they double cupping it, whatever, whatnot. Nah, Jake is the one that's doing that, man. You see what I'm saying? Verse 12, here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of YAHAWASHI, man. All right, so look, the scriptures say, look, a man should not lie with man. You see what I'm saying? So look, you trying to take this here oath, you got to go on the casting couch, man. So look, the Most High say not to do this, but what you going to do about it? Because you want the money? You're going to go do it anyway, man? All right, this is the patience and the faith of the saints, man. You believe that the Most High going to recompense you with all these here blessings that he promised you. All right, so you have to have faith into that, man. All right, and you also have to patiently wait for all these things, man. You got to be long-suffering, man. That's what, let me show you. All right, so for the word for patience, all right, steadfastness, constancy, endurance. In the New Testament, the characteristics of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose and his loyalty to faith and piety by even the greatest trials is suffering. Selling your soul, like I'm just explaining, man. You got morals and standards inside. Nah, man, I'm not laying down with another man. That's just what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we'll give you $1 billion. Nah, bro. We'll give you $2 billion. Nah, bro. We'll give you $100 billion. Hell nah. Well, you gonna just be broke and be a bum and be eating at the trash can for the rest of your life. Well, so be it then, man. That's just what it's gonna be. Because look, as long as I don't turn my back on the Lord, man, the Lord, he got me, man. Hey, especially if I'm standing up and showing myself faithful in the sight of the Lord, and especially the sight of these damn heathen, man. The Lord, he's not unrighteous to forget your works and your labor of love, man. All right, you standing firm for his name, man. All right, so it says patiently steadfastness, patient, steadfast, waiting for, a patient, enduring, sustaining, persevering. All right, endurance, waiting, patient. All right, also going into long suffering, man. All right, you have to endure these trials and tribulations and the things that, man, I'm tired of being broke, man. I'm tired of driving these raggedy ass cars. Hey, man, we ain't gonna be here that much longer, man. It's not like we just got into captivity. All right, it's gonna be another, however long it's gonna be, hundreds of years while we're in captivity, man. You know what I'm saying? We at the end all be all, man. All right. So let me go from there to the book of show you a situation. Was it Genesis 25 and 40? No. All right, so this is Genesis 25 and 29. All right, this is Jacob and Esau, right? And when Esau wound up selling his birthright. So it says, and Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. All right, so going back into in your patience possess ye your souls, man. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints, long suffering, enduring these things, man. All right. So it says, and Esau said unto Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore his name was called Edom, all right, which means red. It's rednecks. It's who we talking about. Hey, go further into that. Who like they meat that's not cooked all the damn way through. Still the same people to this same day who want that raw meat, that tartar. These Edomites, man. All right. But nevertheless, this is going into what? Esau wasn't long suffering. He couldn't wait patiently for the food, man. He wanted it right here, right now, super quick, man. He couldn't even wait for the food to actually be done, man. And then he didn't have faith, man. Oh, I'm about to die. Oh, I'm finna. Nah, bro, just wait. You ain't finna die, man. You ain't never fasted before. You ain't never been hungry before. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, homeboy, he couldn't wait. Just like 2/3 of our people right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to be rich, whatever. Yeah, I hear that Israelites, we about to be on top. Well, what's the point if we all finna get the kingdom anyway on the next side? Might as well be rich on this, the end of this side, and then also be rich on the other side, man. Nah, bro. And we got a lot of examples of these things. You also got to understand, well, this was according to the Most High's will, like they say in the book of Romans, like, yo, before they did any good or evil, but the will of the Most High might stand. But at the same time, it's the same situation, man. You don't want to sell out, you know what I'm saying, for some little small petty bullet. Homeboy sold out his whole future for one fucking meal. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro. I mean, ultimately, like, again, this was all according to prophecy, but looking at it that way, this is why homeboy mad about it. But like, yo, dog, you gave up an eternal reign, you know what I'm saying, for a meal, bro. Like, a meal that you still could have ate, but you just had to wait for it. It's the same thing that's going on right now. You about to sell out right now and, being one of the first fruits. You selling out to be in that governing body to be higher and glorified in a much higher position than the rest of these Israelites when we get into the kingdom of heaven, just because you want a little bit of money right now in an economy that's collapsing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of shit is that? You know what I mean? So it says, and Esau said, behold, I am to the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do unto me? All right, man, I'm tired of being broke or whatever, whatnot, man. I just got to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go insane if I don't get this Rolls Royce or whatever, whatnot, man. I might as well go ahead and sell out so I can come up, man. I'm tired of my mama being broke or whatever, whatnot. I'm doing this for my mama so my mama ain't got to be, so I can buy my mama a house or whatever, whatnot. I can take care of my family. I got to sacrifice myself so my family can eat. Okay, the real sacrifice is serving the Lord, man. Why not do that? It's, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You don't got to be doing all this extra shit that they doing, but hey, man, you know what I mean? So it says, verse 32 again, it says, and Esau said, behold, I'm at the point to die. What profit shall this birthright do unto me? There's no patience in there, and there's no faith, man. And Jacob said, swear unto me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Just like when you're taking these Illuminati oaths, you got to make this here oath and swear that you're going to do so on and so forth. And then they want to give you this little temporary, they feed you with this temporary food right then and there just so you can suffice your little appetite right then and there. But guess what? You're going to be hungry a little bit further down the road. So now you got to go and you got to keep, it's not like you got to sacrifice once and then you just good. No, you got to keep sacrificing. You got to keep giving, man. Verse 34, and Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. And Esau despised his birthright, man. And that's what 2/3 of you people are doing, of our people are doing, selling out, man. They don't care about the promises and the gifts that the Most High gave it to them. They want to sell out to be glorified right here, right now, before YAHWASHI and Esau's kingdom, man. This ain't even our kingdom, bro. And YAHWASHI ain't got glorified yet. He the one finished his work before any of us finished our work, man. So how much, what? Come on, man. That's just going on. That's just pure wickedness, man. All right. But we just read about how Esau sold out his birthright, man. No patience, no faith, man. All right. So let's read on the other side of that, right? It's Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, man. For one big payday check, and like, look at the Bill Cosbys and the Michael Jacksons, man. Yeah, you sold out, but what do they do at the end all be all? R. Kelly, they tarnish your name, your image, and they take back, you know, you wind up dying broke or getting locked up, and they tarnish your name. You don't get the royalties out of your money and nothing else like, or off your music and none of those things. So you wind up in a way worse position than you was beforehand, man. All right, like for instance, who is it? R. Kelly, right? R. Kelly, I believe, don't have I believe he wound up signing over all his royalties to, I believe, Aaliyah's mom. To kind of hush that little situation, because we knew about him from way back in the day. But I believe he gave all his royalties over to his publishing to Aaliyah's mom and to some of it to his label or whatever, whatnot. So he don't really own none of his music, right? But R. Kelly used to make really good music. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we all grew up listening to some R. Kelly music. So now you became all super famous and all these women used to love you, so on and so forth. But now they're using that to tarnish your name and your image, man. You know what I'm saying? All your songs, like, you pretty much become a laughingstock to people now. They talk about R. Kelly, they pretty much laugh at you now. You know what I'm saying? So all those things that you sold out for the fame, the women, the money, all these different things, all this has become a shame to you now. All right? So the women, now you know, being called out now, a lot of these, yeah, they still got a lot of women that want to be with R. Kelly, but nevertheless, there's a lot of women that's going to look at him a little sideways with trying to get with him. You know what I'm saying? And then also the money and all these things, again, that you don't got the royalties from all that money you was so-called amassing. You can't even bail yourself out of jail, you know, with $100,000, man. You know what I'm saying? And also the fame, man. Everybody know about these allegations they got against you right now. So you really can't go nowhere without people making memes and jokes about you, man. So look, man, you sold out for this one morsel of meat, whatever, whatnot, but nevertheless, it's coming back to bite you in the ass, man. All right? Hebrews 12 and 16, it says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For you know how that afterwards, when he would have received the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. And this is what's going on with a lot of our people. Like I said, Lil Bow Wow in the beginning, a lot of these celebrities, man, they all depressed and so on and so forth, because look, they sold their birthright for one morsel of meat, you know, a little bit of a temporary money and a little temporary fame and a little temporary high, riding on the high life. All right, but then at the end all be all, they looking at it like, damn, I done sold out. You know, I sold out. I now worship the devil, man. Now I keep hearing about, you know, the Israelites and God is really dealing with our people or whatever, whatnot. He about to bless us, but damn, I didn't turn my back on God, man. What the fuck? This is what the same thing that's going on, man. All right, and we see how this is being accounted for with how Esau dealt with it, man. All right. So from there, we're gonna go to the book of. Let me just get to the point. Matthew 4 and verse 8. Now this is dealing with Yahawashi, all right? It says, and the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and saith unto him, all these things will I give unto you if thou wilt fall down and worship me. So it's right here, man. It's right here in the scriptures, man. People talk about, oh, selling your soul to that's fake or whatever, whatnot. Hey, man, the devil even came to Yahawashi and offered him the same. It's the same deal, bro. It's the same exact deal, man. All right, he says, look, he taketh them up to an exceedingly high mountain, and showeth them all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. That's what Esau is showing you right now, man. I give you all the riches, all money beyond your, all the women more than you could even think about, man. You could be rolling around like Mayweather, have 8 or 9 different women or whatever, whatnot. All the money that you could think of. You could be sitting out here burning $100,000 every night, man. Go to strip club and drop $100,000 every single night, man. You know what I'm saying? You can have mansions in every state in the United States, man. You can have all these different things, man. All you have to do is bow down and worship me, man. You know what I'm saying? And how you bowing down and worshiping him? By reverencing him and doing the things that he require of you. Get on this here casting couch. Let us blackmail you. Promote this here wickedness to your people, man. Don't take your money and your resources to help build up your people, but use this to destroy your people, man. Use this to help push our agenda and to keep your people asleep, man. All right. But again, look at how this is worded. It says, Matthew 4:8, and again the devil taketh him up to an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and saith to him, all these things will I give unto thee if thou wilt fall down and worship me. All right. So look, he's saying, look, you can get all these kingdoms right here, right now. Just bow down and worship me, right? But Yahawashi already knew that he was going to get them all anyway, man. This is the same position that you in right now, man. You slated to get all of this anyway, but you have to be patient. You have to wait, man. All right? Yahawashi waited way longer than us, man, because he didn't already seen this from the beginning, man. And he's been waiting ever since then. We just now waking up to this right now, man. We just now desiring better things to be in a higher place because we just realized that we ain't the bottom of the barrel, man. So how much more for you that you can wait now? Yahawashi known this from the beginning, man. All right? Verse 10, and Yahawashi said unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship Yahweh thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. All right? And that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to only be serving the Lord and doing his will and his agenda, man. All right? You're supposed to be a light unto the Gentiles, man. You're supposed to be promoting, righteous things into our people, man. Ezekiel, 3:17, where it goes into, it's probably up a little higher than that, where it says, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. You know what I'm saying? When you're supposed to be working for the Most High, doing his will instead of doing these Edomites' will, man. Because look, when you serving the Most High, you gathering his sheep, man. You doing his will, bringing them back into him. All right, you serving the devil, you separating and scattering them, putting them back to sleep, man. All right. So let me go from there to the book of 2 Corinthians. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. At least 2:11. Least Satan should get advantage of us. We're not ignorant of his devices. All right. And all these things he can promise you, that the kingdoms of the earth, all these women, all this here money, all the fame, wherever you go, people gonna bow down to you. They're gonna be fake, like Michael Jackson, man. Back in the old day, man, they would just tell you, like, they would make an announcement, Michael Jackson is coming to your city in 5 months. People would be lined up around the building, passing out, fainting just at that. He's not even in the country right now. People passing out and fainting over that. A lot of people didn't even get to see Michael Jackson in concert because before he came out, they was just so hype and ecstatic. They was passing out at that point in time, man. All right? I can have people falling all over you at this here point in time, so on and so forth, man. Yeah, that's hitting you in a carnal sense, in the flesh, man. Yeah, you might desire all these things to be glorified and so on and so forth, but look, these are Satan's devices, man. This is not your time to be reigning, man. All right? So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices in his little situations he could try to offer you, man. Where's that first? Timothy? It's 1 Timothy. Yep. Well, let me start at verse 3. All right. It says, if any man teach otherwise, all right. Well, let me go up. Wow. Nevertheless, just getting to the point, like I was saying, you're going to serve the devil, or you're going to serve the Most High. Push the Most High's agenda, or you're going to push the devil's agenda, all right? So it says, if any man teach otherwise, all right, pushing the devil's agenda, and consent not to wholesome words, even to the words of our Lord Yahawashi HaMashiach, and to the doctrine which is according to godliness, he is proud and knoweth nothing, but doting about questions and strifes of words, whereof cometh envious strife, railing, and evil surmising. perverse disputing of men, corrupt minds, and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself. So again, you talk to Jay-Z or something like that, he would try to convince you that, like, I mean, you telling me what I'm doing is wicked and evil, but let's just look at the fruits of the tree. Like the scripture say, you could judge a tree by its fruits, man. You know, so if you're judging yourself, like if you was to judge me versus Jay-Z in a carnal sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, the fruits is bearing witness that he way better off than you. In a carnal sense, yeah, homeboy got $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy got a woman that looked like Beyonce, whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It's all these different things. But, you know, how much of a burden is your woman unto you? That she got you worshiping you with this $1 billion? What'd you have to do to get this here $1 billion, man? All right? Look at all these different things. Who are you really serving? Whose agenda are you serving? You serving the damn devil, man. All right? But look, I'm serving the Lord over here, man. So basically, you think that your gain, your money, and all this is godliness because you think the Lord is blessing you with all these monetary things. But this is the devil that's blessed you. We just read how the devil tried to give YAHAWASHI all the kingdoms of the earth, man. I can make you rich. You know what I'm saying? That's what the devil is trying to give unto you, man. All right, the Lord is trying to make you rich too, but first and foremost, you got to build you up spiritually, man. Like this, man. The Lord is going to he's trying to make you rich, right? But he's trying to economically educate your ass first, so he don't give you $1 billion and you just go out and blow it at the strip club. You know, he's trying to teach you how to invest your money, so on and so forth. You know, that's using an analogy because why? He's trying to show you how to be a righteous judge and judge righteously in these things instead of just jumping in there, being set as a king, but don't know true judgment, man. Like Jay-Z don't realize that the things that he's promoting is actually killing off his people instead of actually building them up. See, because he never learned that whole path yet. He just got pushed into it, you know, and it's like, just do this, do that, do so on and so forth, you know. It says, verse 7, for we brought nothing into this world, and it's certain we can carry nothing out. All right, so all these things, like Solomon said, man, all this is vanity, because basically, you know, I'm racking up all this here money and all so on and so forth. But look, I'm about to leave this to somebody that's gonna come after me, man. And who knows what the fuck this nigga gonna do with it? I could amass all these here riches and he can go to the damn casino and bet it all on black and lose it all in one spin. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, dog, like, you know, so hey, you know, you should be content with your daily bread, which is pretty much at the top. But well, shit, let me do verse 8. It says, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, bro, just look, we in captivity right now, man. Just basically just get what you need to be able to make it to the next day, more or less to say, man. Now, if the Most High bless you with riches, then hey, but also you got to be wary about that, man. Like Solomon, I believe it was Solomon says, "Give me neither riches nor poverty, you know, that I don't forget thee." You know, if you get too much riches, you just always, you know, the Most High have to sometimes break you down and humble you. You know, maybe he might have you starve or some shit like that. You hungry, can't get no food or whatever, whatnot. You broke, you know what I'm saying? And he got you down to that starving point. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden he give you a pack of ramen noodles. You gonna appreciate that fucking pack of ramen noodles. You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody who can just eat all you can eat buffets and got a chef a live-in chef that's cooking them, you know, 5-course meals every damn day, whatever, whatnot. You know, that person don't know how to really appreciate nothing like that, man. All right. So it says, verse 9, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and to many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. All right. Again, getting all this here. What are people doing for all this here money, man? You going on the casting couch to get this here money and also promoting wickedness to our people to get this here money. Verse 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil. All right. Not money, but the love of money, man. The things that you'll do for some money, man. Again, you going beyond, you know, your regular morals and standards to get this here money because you love money so much. You love money more than your damn self, man. And the images that you're promoting, man. You know what I'm saying? You like, well, I'm not really with promoting drugs and drug dealing, gang banging and whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I think that's horrible for our people. They shouldn't be learning these types of things or teaching little girls how to twerk and whatever, whatnot. But for this here $100 million, I'll go in there and put on my little acting suit and act like this. You know what I'm saying? As long as I ain't doing it, they should be smart enough to know the difference, man. Yeah, but you already know, man, we sheep, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll be looking for somebody to follow, and a lot of our people gonna follow that shit. You're gonna be destroying their ass. You know, you're destroying all these Israelites just so that you yourself can how do I say, prosper in this here society. Instead, vice versa, like the Lord say, make your body a living sacrifice, man. All right, so you may be able to save yourself and those that hear you, man. So you have to sacrifice not for just yourself, but for the others. You know what I'm saying? But these other people are like, well, fuck it, we'll sacrifice them so that I can be on top, man. All right. 1 Timothy 6 and 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil, while some covet after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows, selling your soul out. Like I said, man, yeah, for all this $100 million, you went down on the casting couch, man. And now every 2 to 3 months, you got to get plowed by a bunch of different dudes or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to an eyes wide shut type of party. You know what I'm saying? You got to start promoting drugs and stuff like that. You want to be a conscious rapper and talk about building your people up or whatever, whatnot. But they don't. We got to need you to go back and redo the album. Now we got to get you. How about we talk about Somali and selling drugs and killing one another? Yeah, I think that's what the people want. See, you got to start pushing that agenda, man. All right? And this is what people wind up doing for the love of the money, man, for chasing money. 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. All right, because eventually these people will start looking back like what you had to wind up doing to be able to get this here riches, man. All right. This is Matthew 16:24. Then Yahawashi said unto his disciples, all right, the disciples are the ones that's actually following after Yahawashi, man. So basically, you can't be like, oh, I'm in the Illuminati or whatever. You doing this type of shit, but then you talking about you a Christian. Like, nah, man, you not really following after the Lord, bro. Verse 24, Matthew 16:24. Then said Yahawashi unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me, man. All right. And that goes into what, man? You may want certain things in this here life, man. I want to be balling out and doing this and that. But look, for a prime example, man, you know what I'm saying? Let me just keep reading. If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Verse 25, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. All right, so going into this for a prime example, you know, I know a brother that's in the camp, or I know a brother, you know what I'm saying, that was in the NFL, all right? You know what I'm saying, hey, had that bag, you know what I'm saying? Now, it ain't really nothing, there's nothing wrong about being in all that, but nevertheless, hey, if you're going to be a man of the Lord and doing this here work, man, like, you know, that's basically a conflict of interest, because you're going to always be busy with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't really push out this here word like that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, being in the NFL, you're going to get a big-ass check or whatever, whatnot. You can go buy all the riches and so-called live a good life according to you and your life. You can have all the things that so-called make you happy on this here side, you know? But look, it says, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross. Yeah, this could get me a lot of riches and everything where I want to be in this here society, but I don't have time to serve the Lord, you know? So you have to deny yourself and things that you want at this here point in time to be able to serve the Lord, man. Make your body a living sacrifice, man. And whosoever will save his life shall lose it. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. So you want to take an Illuminati bid, you know what I'm saying, an Illuminati deal, become a rapper, sign this here contract, make $100 million to so-called save your life, get out of poverty, and stop being poor so you can feed your wife, your kids, and your mama, buy her a house or whatever, whatnot. You're going to wind up losing your life, man. All right. But nevertheless, if you wind up giving up all these things for Yahawashi's sake, all right, for the Lord's sake, all right, you're going to wind up getting all these things back 100-fold, man. All right. So it says Isaiah 16:25, whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his own soul? First and foremost, it ain't even yours to give. All right. Yahawashi and pay for it, man. All right. But nevertheless, you know, you have these guys that's out here just trying to sell out to gain this here world, man. Again, you going on the casting couch to get some money or whatever, whatnot. But ultimately, man, like, yo, that's not going to really profit you, man. All right, because at the end all be all, you're going to be vexed in the spirit, man, knowing what you didn't wind up doing, man. All right, you got to deal with yourself and live with yourself after those things, man, knowing good and damn well that you had to sleep with another man and wind up getting that their paycheck, man. You sitting in that mansion, you know what I'm saying, all these bedrooms or whatever, whatnot, sitting out by the pool, got the Rolls Royce out, parked out front. But you looking at all that stuff, like, I mean, your friends like, damn, man, I love this Rolls Royce. And the only thing in the back of your mind is like, yeah, man, I got to bend over every month just to keep that Rolls Royce, bro. That's how I make these payments on this motherfucker, man. You see what I'm saying? Every time I want to be in the next blockbuster movie, or next time I want to have a platinum record, I got to go bend over for these guys, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You did all of this just to get that, man. You know that ain't what you really with, man. All right? And this is another reason why they don't have a bunch of these LGBTQ community type of people that's in this here stuff that's openly into that. You know what I'm saying? You got some people that's behind closed doors because it's too easy for them to just so-called sell out for that, man. All right? But verse 27, for the Son of Man shall come in his glory with his Father, in the glory of his Father with his angels, and he shall reward every man according to his works. Hey, like I said, man, hey, the Lord's coming back to reward everybody with the desire of their heart, man. To the Israelites, all right? You know what I'm saying? 2/3 and 1/3, they're gonna get all the shit that they desire in their heart. The shit that you praying for, you gonna get it all. But just be careful what the fuck you praying for, bro. Be careful what you really desiring, man. You desiring to be rich, desiring to be a rapper, or, you know, be like Jay-Z and be famous and all this. You can get that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get that. But then, hey, you know what I'm saying? You're going to wind up selling out for all these different things. Like Esau, man, his heart's desire was that one morsel of meat, man. He was willing to give up his birthright for it. All right, you can get it, but don't be mad when Jacob is the one ruling in eternity and you not, man. You can't be mad about that, man. Like we read, be not like, you know, a profane person like Esau who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, who that knew afterwards that he would have inherited the kingdom, but he was rejected for he was found no place of repentance, man. All right, hey, that's what you're gonna be rewarded with in those days, man. But look, if you suffering, long suffering, patiently waiting, having faith on the Lord, man, giving up this whole world, man, the Lord's gonna give you all that back, man. So going back to Matthew 16 and verse 28, verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they shall see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. All right, so let me go from there. Almost done here. I'm about to close out. Let me grab something else real quick. Where's that? Isaiah. I think it's in Isaiah 28. This is Isaiah 28:15. It says, because you have said we have made a covenant with death, and with hell we are in agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood we've hid ourselves. So yeah, going into all these things, you know, I'm gonna sell out, get this here money. Like Jay-Z probably think that his $1 billion is gonna be able to save him in any kind of calamity that comes upon. Oh, America gonna fall? I just get on my private jet and fly the fuck up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. What? That's not gonna save you in that day, man. All right. But you try to make this here covenant with the so-called white man, selling out to get all these here riches or whatever, whatnot. Oh, I'm getting some money so I can live a better life, man. When the economy collapses, man, hey, everybody gonna be in an equal playing field at that point in time, man. All right, jump it down. That's real good all the way through there, but nevertheless, well, let me just keep reading. Verse 16. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, I lay in Zion a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation, that he that believeth shall not make haste. All right, going into, you know, you have YAHAWASHI, right? This is our way out, but our people want to serve the damn devil. All right. Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hiding places. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand when the overflowing scourge shall pass through, and you should be trodden down by it. So again, Jay-Z and his $1 billion, you know, I'm just using him as an example. Him and his $1 billion ain't gonna save him in that day, man. All right, or you know, your little Rolls Royce or your mansions and shit, that's not gonna save you in that day, man. If anything, that's gonna really be a snare into you in that day, man. All right. Let me get back on topic. Oh, I quoted this. Let me grab 2 more precepts. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, and some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. All right, going into what? When 2/3 of our people wake up in the kingdom of heaven, they're going to understand and know everything that didn't happen, man. They're going to realize, damn, I sold out at the last minute for this here bullshit. You know, I sold out for $100 million, and the very next day, the economy collapsed, and then, you know what I'm saying, World War III popped off the very next day, man. Or I sold out, yeah, I was Jay-Z, I was the shit, and so on and so forth. Then in the kingdom, like, damn, I had everybody looking at me, worshiping me, whatever, whatnot. Now look at me, I'm at the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes that we was looking at as fools, they the ones up on top, man. They the celebrities now, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, you don't want to wake up to that everlasting shame, man. Especially now, you know what I'm saying, before we even get into the kingdom of heaven, man. People were just selling out their soul or whatever, whatnot, that all of a sudden find out the Israelites, we about to get all this, but you just sold out to the damn devil. You did all this violent, wicked-ass shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, continuing on. I'm going to close out with this because, look, man, this is what our people desire, right? This is Matthew 19 and start at verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, so first and foremost, you're going to be exalted. You're going to be sitting on thrones, man, all right, in rulership. And everyone that has forsaken houses, brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. All right, so look, hey, we right now, you know what I'm saying? Like Revelation 2:9 said, I know that tribulation, poverty, but thou art rich. All right, because why? We live in paycheck to paycheck right now. We're at the bottom of the barrel. Everybody looking down upon us or whatever, whatnot. But ultimately, we rich because we slated to inherit the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, and we right there. At the we're pretty much right there at the door. We're about to inherit the kingdom, man. So look, man, you don't want to sell out and be. Let me read the next one, verse 30. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first, man. You don't want to so-called be first in this here society and being all glorified like right now, man. People looking up at Jay-Z and Beyonce or whatever, whatnot, Lil Wayne and whatnot, Drake and all this, and they glorifying them right now. But man, think about their position in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, we're gonna be, the men of the Lord gonna be highly more glorified than them, man. You see what I'm saying? So look, at the end all be all, man, like these celebrities, these rappers or whatever, whatnot, selling out for all these things, man. You don't want to be going on that path, man. You don't want to be selling yourself out, even on a smaller level. These women out there, growing up with good morals or whatever, whatnot, seeing these other women with these purses, bags, and all this other stuff, and found out that, look, girl, you better use what you got to get what you want. And now you in a strip club twerking and shit like that. And now you all turned out and you doing pornos like your girl, Mia Khalifa, or whatever her name is, the little Arab chick who went over there and shitted on her people by doing the little pornos and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They had there was some shit on the radio about her. They was like, yo, man, homegirl said that she only made like, I think $12,000 total in all the damn porn she wound up doing. Like, so you sold out. Not only did you sell out yourself, you sold out your people, made your people look that much more worse because those Arab women like that normally are in order. They all, dressed up and everything like that. They don't have a high rape statistics over there or divorce rate or children out of wedlock and all these different things like that going on over there. You don't have all these women out of order. Homegirl did all this for some money and some fame or whatever, whatnot, but she really didn't even make that kind of money. Like, yo, you would have made more money than that in a year working at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? I think you made like $13,000 to $15,000 working at McDonald's. You made $12,000 doing pornos and shitting on your whole people, man. Bringing shame into your nation of people. Also bringing shame into your household, man, because you can't go back to your people over there, all right, without them putting you to death because you done brought shame to your family over there, man. All right, and now, don't know Americans want you over here, man. They only going to use you for a sex sponge, more or less to say, man. Nobody's really going to ever try to take you as a wife and hold you up. You wanted this attention and try to be all famous. Yeah, you famous, but then nobody really wants you now. You just sold out for $12,000, man. All right, so you try to be the first famous Muslim girl, like, yeah, but come on, bro. That's what it's like, man. You don't really want to be selling out for this little chump change, man, and end all be all, man. So Lord willing, this here lesson was edifying into the elect, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we almost up out of here. There's really no need to be selling out, especially at this point in time. Now, there's no need to sell out to begin with, but we at the end all be all, man. We slated to inherit the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, so, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, one more, I promise. This is the last one. Psalms 2 and 8, all right? It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession. That's everything right there, man. There's other, we can read Isaiah 60 about all the things we're going to get in Ezekiel, what is that, 37 at the bottom. All these things we're going to be getting or whatever, whatnot. But really, Psalms 2 and 8, man. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, all right, in the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. The heathen, when you possess these people, man, human resources, that's the number one resource on the planet Earth, man. We don't care about the gold, the diamonds, none of that. As long as we got the people and control them, they'll go out and go get all the damn resources for us, man. So not only are you going to get all these damn people, you're going to get all the resources, everything that's under the sun, man, and then more. So it's nothing really to sell out for, man. We in line to inherit the whole earth, man, and everything that's in it, man. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, this here lesson was edifying into the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahawah, BaHaShem, YAHAWASHI, BaHaShem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say, stay strong and shalom.